microphone. And y'all, my mic is not even attached. Y'all, hello. Listen, we are here, y'all. We are here. I'm going to wait until some more people get in, set myself up a little bit, y'all, because we have some talking to do today. We have a little bit of talking to do. I hope y'all had a beautiful day. My day has been going good. Let me set this iPad up so I can make sure I see everybody. Too sweet. Hello, too sweet. Yes. We are on this live today. Okay. Let me get myself together. And listen, hello to everyone that is joining in. Listen, something was trying to stop me from coming live because I'm sitting here like, where are my questions? Where is this? Y'all, listen, it is me, Malik. Hey, Malik. Too sweet is Malik. He is definitely too sweet. Okay. Hello. Not that way, just in an awesome way. So I hope y'all are having a beautiful day. I have a couple of things to show y'all for before we just get started with everything. Hello, Malibu Maddie. Hello. Look at y'all. So I have a couple of things that I've been working on. I just finished this tutorial. Let me show y'all this. This hat, so cute. Hello, Maddie. So we have this hat that I actually got finished. I will honestly say, let's go ahead and say about 30 minutes ago. About 30 minutes ago, I got this hat finished. And I have a tutorial that will be up. Give Scooby-Doo vibes. Yes. It's like what is the Scooby-Doo machine called? It's the Scooby machine, the mystery machine. Yes. It definitely gave me mystery machine when I was doing a tutorial. And I'm like, look at this. Y'all, check this out. So this right here, there you go, mystery machine. So this is the hat, and it actually is kind of like, it's reversible, I would say, because if you want to do it the way that I stitch it up, you can see the seam, which gives that like 3D effect. So you can wear it either way. You can wear it on this side where the seam is showing, and my husband likes the side where the seam is showing. So because I have a couple of other hats that I did in a different colorway, he absolutely loved it. So then you have this side if you don't want the seam to show, but look right here. You can also see a little bit of the stitching. So it kind of complements the hat very well. Now this hat will be on a tutorial, like I say, coming up after the live. I have it to release after the live. Now the tutorial, I did not put in that tutorial that is going to be a beginner friendly tutorial, because I tried to show the stitching as much as possible when I was making the hat, but anybody who knows that make tutorials, sometimes it doesn't come out like that. And after I did, let me see, I did 2 other hats. Let me show y'all this one. This was the original hat that I did today. Early this morning when I got up, I finished this hat. I was telling y'all I had to finish it, connect everything for the tutorial, right? Yes, Michelle. Hey there, Michelle. How are you, beautiful lady? I am doing amazing. How are you? So I did this hat this morning, right? I finished it, did a tutorial and everything for it, y'all. The tutorial took me, just doing it was almost an hour, right? I realized after watching the tutorial over, when I was going to edit it, I did not put lotion on my hands, and that bothered me. That bothered me. So an hour worth of work, I was just like, you know what? I have to just do it over. I'm so good. I'm glad you're doing good. Look, it's a beautiful day. How is the weather? It is a beautiful day for me. The sun is out. I'm enjoying this time change. So I got my windows open while I'm going live. I'm like, I love this. Yes, Michelle, I was like, listen, I have to lotion these hands and do this tutorial over. So not only did I make This one right here was straight from scratch. Y'all know I already had the squares made for this. I just had to make one more square and connect it, right? And do these ruffles. But anyways, I got that done. I know the feeling. It's 43 degrees outside and I'm not loving this. Oh, it feels pretty good. It's like I think we're over that hump of getting too much cold. Now we're going into that nice, beautiful spring weather. I just want it to stay there. That's what I want. So once I lotioned up my hands, but I had to teach school, do all of that first, then do another hat for the tutorial, then edit the tutorial so that it could be out after this live, y'all. So today has been a day, but the tutorial, you will have to know the basics of like double crocheting, we use half double crochet, single crochet, and then just connecting. I show y'all my way, but I didn't put that it is a beginner friendly because I know sometimes that's a little trippy with everyone because they're like, hey, you don't show step from step. So I'm like, Michelle says, can we add a few more thumbs up? Oh, listen. I have been working today because I said, I know I told you all that I was going to get the tutorial out. And I'm like, listen, I got to get it out. And when I made the mistake on this hat, I said, you know what? I told my husband, I said, it's going to eat at me if I was to release that tutorial and my hands was ashy. That was going to bother me. It was going to, and I always put my lotion on, but somehow I forgot. So I did all of that work, but it's okay because I enjoy making it. And look, I came up with this beautiful colorway. So I think this is absolutely gorgeous. This is so cute. I think it looks good together. I love this color. And it reminds me so much of spring. So I have that. So this one. And I want to show y'all. I did a short for this one. Look at that. I did a short for this one. So this one is on the channel. I thought this one was cute. And this is my go-to like colorway because I love the browns. I'm all about the browns. And I don't know why. I just think it looks so good. Earthy. The earth tones gets me every time. So we have these hats. So it didn't go in vain because we have hats out of it. So that's a good thing. Michelle says we do understand, but we're here with you no matter. Oh, thank you so much. Listen. That's awesome. So awesome. That's why I do it. So I have to tell y'all, right? Before we get into some questions, I think I'm gonna do a little more talking today. So if y'all are working on something, let me know what y'all are working on because guess what? I crocheted a lot already, and I was sitting here like, man, I don't think I could go on live and crochet too because I just finished crocheting all day. But I do want to crochet another one. I want to crochet some more squares to make this hat but without the ruffles. I want it to be like a beanie. So that's what I'm thinking about. Hugs to you, but I'm setting up a Zoom for a coaching client. Oh, well, I hope that be a nice Zoom. I don't know if you're gonna be on Zoom or you're setting up for them to do it, but either way, it's gonna be an awesome Zoom. Tell them to have fun, and you know what? Just be themselves, and whoever's on the other end of the Zoom is gonna love them. That's all it is. Just be yourself. I tell my kids that. I was just telling my son that. Be yourself. And when I tell you, you're going to get the people who is going to look at it. I'm the coach. So look at there. It's already going to be amazing. Michelle, you're the coach. It's going to be amazing. They're going to have a good time. And I know they're going to learn a lot from you. So that's awesome. So I think I showed y'all the last time that I made the dumpster fire. I don't have it with me, but my dumpster fire went to my sister's boss, and she is such a sweet lady. I mean, amazing. She does so much. Like, she's just super nice to my sister. So when my sister was asking me how much did I charge for the dumpster fire, I'm like, listen, I can't charge her because she is just so lovely to my sister and my niece. It's like, listen, I want to give back to her because she's just an awesome person to my sister. So I told her I'm not going to charge her anything. I'll ship it out. So I did not know in the background, my sister was working some magic because she's like, well, she's not going to take no for an answer. And she was like, well, my boss lady sent you something, right? So they conjured something up with my son. And I am into, let me show y'all this. You are the best. Oh, Michelle, thank you. You are awesome too. And these little XOX queenies, y'all. I love these XOX queenies and I collect the XOX queenies. And I said, listen, I have to tell y'all about it on the channel because I was super excited. Y'all see how excited I am, right? So these are the little XOX queenies, and Five Below had them. So I got them at Five Below and I started collecting them because there's a certain amount in the series. So my son was telling my sister, she saw that she know I collect them, but she got my son to take the pictures of the ones I have, so that way I won't get dupes because these were blind boxed. But look what I got in exchange for the dump. Well, I won't say in exchange for the dumpster fire because she gave it to me out of the kindness of her heart. I had no idea. So when I opened the package and saw these cuties, look at this. The XOX Queenies. I don't know if y'all can see them. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. And I was super excited. I was so excited. And I said, you know what? They may not want to hear it, but I'm going to share it anyway. I had to tell y'all about this because this made my day. It was like, you know what? I wasn't even looking forward to anything. And to have that come in the mail of something that I love, I thought that was amazing. But like I say, y'all, I've been crocheting all day. But I'm going to pull out this yarn and let's talk a little bit about it because it's in the tutorial, the Red Heart. It is the Jumbo Super Saver. And I got it at Walmart and it is Bright Stripe. This was my first time having the Bright Stripe. Now, I just said that I'm not going to work on anything while I'm on the live. I guess, listen, I gotta keep these hands moving while I'm talking. So I'm going to make some squares because I want to make it as a beanie. So I'm going to use the same colorway with the same and connect the squares with the teal and then make it as a beanie, okay? But first, let's answer some questions. If we're in here, y'all, I hope y'all are doing good, y'all. We are going to get some questions going and we're going to crochet together, okay? So I need to know, would you rather knit only scarves for the rest of your life or crochet only amigurumi? So instead of knit, let's say crochet since I crochet. Would you rather crochet only scarves for the rest of your life or crochet amigurumi? That is a tricky one for me because, oh, the scarf sounds like a lot of fun, y'all. It really sounds like a lot of fun. But I love some good amigurumi. But the thing is, I can't see myself choosing amigurumi all the time, okay? I need something to split it up. And I think with a scarf, it's like, it'll be a little more quicker than doing amigurumi for the rest of my life. But I could make some awesome amigurumi. So here I go talking to myself about which choice would I make. But would you rather do amigurumi for the rest of your life or crochet scarves for the rest of your life? Come on, y'all. Let me know what y'all would pick in the comments. I think for me, I would do, such a hard choice for someone that loves both scarves and amigurumi. I think for me, I would personally choose amigurumi. I think I'm going with the amigurumi for the rest of my life, y'all. I think I will. Now, would I want to do a scarf? I think a scarf here and there would break up me doing so much of the amigurumi. But then I know I will find some easy amigurumi to do because, listen, I still want to see some results by the end of the day. So I will probably be doing like small amigurumis and then mixing it up with big amigurumis here and there. But I would choose definitely the amigurumis for the rest of my life. despite the scarves being a good choice too. Okay, so I'm working on, as I'm talking, I'm going to work on some more granny squares, because I want to remake this hat again, which the colorway is it's going to be the same colors because we're using the same yarn, but of course we know the colors are going to come out different as we use them, and I'm going to do that colorway to make a beanie. So I'm excited about that one, y'all. Okay, so let's see. Would you rather make a perfectly crafted sweater that does not fit, or a lopsided ugly sweater that fits perfectly? Would you rather crochet a sweater that fits perfect, or that does not fit at all, but it's stitched to like just beautiful? I mean, beautiful. Or would you want the lopsided ugly sweater that fits you great? And y'all, I don't even have to think about this one. I want the ugly sweater, because I'm sure what everybody considered ugly, I'm going to think that it's the most prettiest thing, and I can find some beauty in it. And listen, once you put it on, it's not the whole idea of it being ugly, it's the beauty in a person that is wearing it. So give me the ugly sweater that fits good, and y'all can keep the perfect sweater that's too small. Because listen, half of the time when we make like those what's it called? When you do like the ugly sweaters, especially for Christmas, half of the time everyone is like, "Oh, I'm doing an ugly sweater," but then everybody thinks the sweater is just amazing. And when it's like that, you're like, "What? This is supposed to be ugly sweater. Why everyone love the sweaters?" But hey, that's how it works for me. I'm going to pick the ugly item, and we're just going to make that ugly item that fits me pretty. We're going to make it beautiful. That's all. That's what it's going to be. So, we are going to finish up this square, and for the squares y'all gonna see in the tutorial too, which is awesome. I think the tutorial turned out good. You're gonna see we're going to build it up by 4, so we're going to do 4 rounds of the granny square, of 4 rounds for the granny square in the tutorial. So it's going to be awesome. I can't wait for y'all to actually see that. I think it's going to be good. And like I say, y'all, I've been honestly crocheting all day. I'm surprised that I want to sit on this live and still crochet. But that's me, y'all. I genuinely just love what I do. I genuinely love to crochet. I love coming on, talking to y'all, creating a safe space that we can communicate and we can talk, because not everybody has that safe space. So even if you're watching this on replay, listen, put a heart in the comments if you're a part of the replay watching gang. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. 1, 2, and 3. We need one more. So if you're a part of the replay, put a heart in the comments and let me know that y'all been here on the replay. You know what I'm saying? And you can still answer the questions when it's on the replay. I would know what y'all are talking about. It may take me a second to be like, huh? What's this person talking about? I think on one of my lives, I asked a question about coffee, and someone responded coffee, and I'm like, coffee? I was like, oh, that was the question that I asked during the live. So listen, you can still answer the questions, because I think I have awesome questions. And y'all know I can sit here and I can chat it up, and we can have a good time, and we can talk even after the live is done. I will make sure that I check those comments and come back and respond. So with that being said, let's pick another question, because y'all already know I'm answering the questions myself too. Like, what? And we got this good sun coming in, so we're gonna enjoy this right here. Okay, so if you had to live inside a world made entirely of crochet, would you choose to live there alone, or live with your family? You're in a world full of crochet. Are you choosing to live in this crochet world alone, because you have your tools, you have your crochet, or are you going to live and bring your family? Y'all, for everything that I do, I'm going to include my family. I know some people would say, listen, no, just give me my craft, my quietness, my peace, and that's that. But for me, y'all, I'm going to bring my family. And I know some people would say, well, what kind of question is that? Listen, y'all, I've had so many people tell me before, like, listen, girl, I don't see how you do it. I'll leave them kids to the side. So I don't think it's too much of a crazy question. But if I had to live in a world with my crochet that's just made of crochet, my family is coming. And I think they're going to get sick and tired of crocheting. But who knows? They may pick up on the craft of crocheting, because if we're living around a whole bunch of yarn, needles, and everything else, we're just going to be crocheting everything. Okay. So that's how I take it. I love my family. I love being around them. I love having them like I'm the person that just want them all up in my space all the time. But that's just me, y'all. That's just me. So let's pick another question and see. All right, let's see what this one says. This one says, if you could build a house out of any craft material like stitch markers and yarn, what would you pick? If you could build a house out of any craft materials that is, let's say that's related to crochet, okay? So we have stitch markers, we have your darning needles, you have your crochet hook, and we're not going to choose yarn because everybody would say, well, we're going to make a house out of yarn. So the supplies, if you had to choose, what supply would you make your house out of? Because for me, I'm solely going to make my house out of crochet hooks. And I say crochet hooks because, for one, they're tall enough to where it wouldn't take me forever. Because if we're using a stitch marker, that stitch marker is going to take me probably 100 days, 100 hours. You know what I'm saying? I don't got time for them little teeny pieces. But if I use the crochet hooks, one thing that I thought about was that, hey, it's going to be cute because we have so many different kinds of crochet hooks. So one side of my house can be made out of Clover and Moors. The other side can be made out of like the ones that have the beading and all of that. The choice is mine. You know what I'm saying? I think my house will be gorgeous. I'm looking for my scissors. 1 second. It should be somewhere up here. Let's see. I'm dropping things. Scissors, scissors, scissors. Where is my scissors? My scissors should be up here, y'all. Uh-oh. Where are my scissors, guys? Oh. I have so much stuff up here, and I know good and well. Ah. I don't know where my scissors go. Oh, here we go. I was about to say, I know I have my scissors. Okay, because I'm finished with this square. So we have one square completed for tonight. Cut that off. This one turned out cute. It's a little darker. Now, who would have thought? Look at this, y'all. This is how this square turned out. Let me show you this way. I have to tuck in my ends. This is how this square turned out. Who would have thought that it came from this yarn? You see how that is so crazy? Because this looks more on the darker side and more like Halloween, but I guess when we put it all together, it's going to be cute. But it all comes from out of that same yarn. It's so amazing when we have yarn like this, and it kind of go in different it kind of goes in the different colorways, and how sometimes when you're making granny squares, you just don't know what you're going to get. And that's why I really like using some of that what is it called? Oh goodness, y'all. What's the yarn called? When it's a different color. Variegated. Oh my goodness. That's why I enjoy using variegated yarn, because when you use variegated yarn, you just kind of don't know what you're going to get. And I love that about it sometimes. I think I chained up too much with it. Nope, I didn't. So I'm doing my cluster, starting on square number 2. We're going to see how many squares we can get done, y'all. We are going to see how many squares. If y'all are just coming in, y'all, I'm just really crocheting some more squares. I made the granny square ruffle hat, and I did a tutorial for it today. And I said, you know what? I love the colorway. So I wanted to do another hat out of that colorway, but I wanted to make a beanie out of it versus making it a ruffle hat because I like the colorway. And it's so funny that now that we're doing this, I'm getting more so of a darker color and not this color. So this is so funny. It's so crazy how the variegated yarn actually works out. So if you're just joining the live or you're here on the replay, let me know what you're working on in the comments below. I would love to know what you're working on. Oh, one thing I wanted to tell y'all too that I thought was pretty cool. I'm going to show y'all. Let me make this double crochet here. Because I think it was, I messed that one up, y'all. Let's start that one over. I thought it was pretty cool that someone reached out and asked me to make the doll. Let me put that down. And this is her. Look at this, y'all. Look at that cute little thingy there. And these are the dolls that they have like the legs made like this that's hanging in the arms like this. I think she's so cute. And she wanted it made out of a nurse. Hello, Kinsley. We are chatting it up, just talking a lot today. How are you doing? If you're just coming in, listen. Today has been a long day for me. Hello, So Unicornish. How are you doing? Today has been a day. I have a tutorial that's coming out after this live. So I've crocheted about 2 hats because I had to redo the tutorial, y'all. So I recorded it the first time. Doing fine. She's beautiful. Thank you. I really love this. I really love this. So look at me telling y'all about my day and then I'm doing, y'all already know, we're all over the place over here. But I'm a little all over the place just in all today. But outside of all of that, the lady who asked me to make this, she wanted me to she showed me one that her daughter had that someone made, right? And the arm came off. So she was like, well, can you see if you can make this? I'm like, absolutely. I love making these little dolls, okay? So I made this one, and then she's like, okay, I love that, but can you make 2 more? So y'all, I have to make 2 more. I believe tomorrow, let me put her right here. Oh, please stay. Okay, so tomorrow I am going to work on the other 2 so that we can have that done and I can get that sent out to her. And I'm excited about making them, but this week I'm like, today is already Wednesday. So my week started off a little slow, y'all. It was a little slow, but we're here. We are here. So hopefully tomorrow I could get on to making that for her. And those 2, it doesn't take long to make those. So I will get that finished. So I'm making some more granny squares so that we can make a beanie. Instead of a ruffle, we will make it as a beanie. So y'all, we're going to pull another question. So if it's going a little slow today, just know, listen, your girl been working today, like working. In between doing everything else I was supposed to do. Everything else I needed to do, I did, plus more. But hey, we're here. That's all that matters. We are here. I'm here to tell a story. Okay, so tell me, would you rather only be allowed to use neon color yarn or only be allowed to use beige yarn? Why did it do me like that? I just talked about how I like my browns. I just talked about that. Look at that. Look at that. I just talked about that. Now, I just talked about how we're going to try to recreate this hat. So it shows that I like the beige and I like the neon colors. But if I had to make a choice, which one am I choosing? Beige or neon for the rest? What is it? For the rest of my life? Oh, goodness. Go ahead and neon me up. I am going to choose that neon yarn because beige, I love my beige yarn, but really during the fall is when you really kind of can, it looks really, really like, woo! So if I could get those neon colors all the time, y'all, I think that would make me more happier. So I'm going with the neon colors. If I could only use that for yarn, it's going to be the neon colors because you can just make so much, pop with neon colors. I think it'll look gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So Unicornish says she is doing neon as well. Yes, yes, yes. So Unicornish, I meant to tell you, yes. I My mind is all over the place. Listen, first of all, your amigurumi is amazing. If y'all have not checked out Soul Unicorn, is just she has another video on her channel showing her amigurumi. It's amazing. So if you like to look at makes that people make with amigurumi, I'm telling you, her channel, go check it out and check out her amigurumi. Amazing. And I thought it was so cool. I love bright, happy color. Yes, Kinsley, listen, we are going to be on part of the bright, happy color crew because I don't think I could get down with the beige. Not for all the time, like that's why I like my little figurines. And as y'all can see behind me, I have so many colors behind me. It's just because I absolutely, when I say I love colors, it's like I walk into my craft room and I'm like blown away half of the time. It's just like if you're not feeling good, you're gonna smile. So Unicorn said, thank you. Listen, you deserve it because you make some amazing amigurumi, and I love watching it. And you also do your drawing. I was going to tell you it was amazing too because my son, he draws. So I love arts and crafts, but I also love just when people are so creative because I know what all it takes, not only just to be creative, but to share your craft. Like it takes a lot to share your craft with the world. And I was just having a conversation with my son about that, my second oldest son. I was having a conversation with him, and my youngest son. I'm saying my second oldest, my youngest. And I was telling him, like, listen, you're very creative, but don't be afraid to just be who you are, Like just own what you love because I guarantee you there's someone else out there that loves what you love and that will resonate with what you love because he likes to animate and he is amazing at animation, y'all. He is amazing because I'm looking like, listen, I don't got the patience to move those figurines here, 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 and then make it into one video. How can we make like all these bunch of hundreds of pictures? It turns into a video. It's gonna take me too long to make the hundred of videos. I mean pictures, y'all. Do they draw anime style? So Unicornish, no. Well, my oldest son, he's the one that draws, and I'm telling you, I don't know. It was like out of the blue. He just woke up and it's like, oh, I can draw. And I'm like, what happened? Where did this come from? But I will honestly say he can draw almost in any style, and he has a drawing channel. I have to share his drawing channel, and I have to share my other son's animation channel. I'll share everything in the description because it's awesome. I don't know where the little drawing bug came from, but listen, he can draw pretty good. And he just looks at a picture sometimes and draw things. I want to say I don't think he's done, I don't know. I want to say he probably has done one animation before, like an anime type style. I'm not 100% sure though. I want to say for my nephew he did, but I can't really remember. But he is awesome. And I'm not just saying that because they are my son. Listen, because if it was bad, they would tell you, Mama would say, hey, go back to the drawing board. We can get it together. They would say that, but nah, it's awesome. So I absolutely love creatives because I know how much it takes to share our art with the world. It takes a lot. And I think some people don't understand that sometimes because we freely just come and share so much, but it can take a lot. Okay, so let's answer another question. Y'all, why are my glasses is falling today. I don't know. I'm telling y'all, I don't know. It's just wanting to do this and this, but we're here. Would you rather have a magic wand that weaves in all your ends? Oh my goodness, come on. Or a magic wand that untangles any knot? Okay, listen. Magic wand weaving ends for me for the win. The knots, I'll just get like, listen, we're gonna give me another skein. I'm not even gonna worry about the knots because if I get one that Those, I'm telling you, the ends. Ooh, listen, I'm getting happy like I got the magic wand right now. I need the magic wand that is going to weave in the ends. I don't even think, you know how when you have something and people are like, why that girl walking around with that? I will walk around with that magic wand like it's nobody business. And they're like, boom, what's this? What you got, girl? This is a magic wand that weaving is. You want to see how it works? I think they would get sick and tired of me. It's almost like when I tell my family, because they laugh at me, I said, listen, if I could sing, y'all will really be sick and tired of me because, listen, I am going to sing about everything, okay? I mean, I'm going to sing to my heart. I'll be singing about crochet. We are crocheting today. I'm going to sing. So imagine if I had that one. I think they would get sick and tired of me. I probably would get sick and tired of me, y'all. But anyways, let's pick another question. Look, y'all, we almost there. Now the color is coming back. The color is coming back. The yarn is always so awesome. Okay, y'all. Now listen. Let me say this right here too, just in case. Before we pick this other question, y'all. Okay. Oh my goodness. I can see outside of my window, and you know the people that goes around and knock on your door that because they want to sit to the table and talk to you about stuff, you know. I want to say the name, but I can see them across the street at my neighbors, and I'm thinking like, please don't knock on the door, please don't knock on the door. So I hope they don't knock on the door, y'all. One day I saw them and I'm like, oh my goodness. But I hope they don't knock on the door. But anyways, let me keep going. Woo! Goodness. Okay. So this says if you if you had to crochet something out of only recyclable yarn, what would it be? Hmm. If you had to crochet something out of only recyclable yarn, what would it be? I am going to go with the trash bins because I think I mentioned it before and I told y'all about this before that I remember back in the day when we had the senior citizen place and they would crochet trash bins. So I think those were cute. And then it kind of goes along with the whole recyclable theme, I guess. So I would say for me it would be recyclable yarn trash bins for the win. Or you know what's cute too? Ooh. What just came to me, what would be cute is to crochet the rugs, like the kitchen rugs, because I know Five Below had those rugs that you can, it's kind of like you can put it in front of your door, or some people put it in front in their kitchen, and it's the multicolor rug. I think those would be cute out of recyclable yarn too. So I would say I would go with either a trash bin or I would do a rug. Yes. I think those would be good. And I don't think I ever used recyclable yarn, y'all. Let me know in the comments. Have y'all ever used a recyclable yarn? Maybe a grocery tote like the mesh. Ooh, so unicornish. That's a good one. The grocery totes are definitely amazing. And listen, the way it's looking, we're gonna need more of those because a lot of those stores now you have to bring your own grocery bags and stuff like that. Or like Aldi when you have to pay for the bag. I'm like, man, ugh. Because I cannot remember to bring my own bag. It's like I remember one time I was at Aldi and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy a lot of the bags, the reusable bags. That's what I told myself. I was like, I'm gonna buy a lot of the reusable bags so when I come back, I can leave them in the trunk and make sure that I have them, right? How about I keep forgetting to put the bags back in the trunk once I put the groceries in? So then when I had to go back to Aldi's, it didn't even matter that I brought the bags because I didn't have them when I needed them. So Unicorn say, I wonder if you can make a bottle holder. I made a bottle holder out of cotton. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one too. A bottle holder would be good too. I think, and then like even like when you say a mesh bags for grocery, another one that came that probably would be cute is one of those bags like a beach bag. So when you go to the beach, it probably hold everything really nice, and you don't have to really worry about the yarn messing up too much for the water. That would be nice, I think. I think it would be nice. Now, when it comes down to the bags, we're gonna have a little small bag because listen, it takes a lot to do those big old bags. Although I love how they turn out, but I want to see the end result immediately. Like, do not take 600 years like it's taken me to finish this vest because I have 101 other things, y'all, going on. So when it comes to some bigger projects, I'm like, listen, that would be awesome. But I know I'm not going to be able to get that done because I'm already doing 101 things that I should not add to my list to crochet. But here I am because I don't know. It just hit me, and I'm like, listen, I want to crochet that. Y'all let me. Do y'all do that, or am I the only one? Like, do you get like a hit of inspiration to make something, or just you could be working on something? It's like, no, I want to do this, or I want to crochet this hat. Do y'all get that little kick, and then you'll have to stop everything and then crochet whatever you were inspired to crochet? Um, Let's see. Wanda says, "How about a basket or purse?" Ooh, yes. A basket or a purse would be nice too. Now, Wanda, I love doing baskets. I love, let me see. Do I have one here? Look at this. This was made out of t-shirt yarn. And I did this little basket that I have some of my hooks in. So I love making the baskets, but I also love them making small ones, okay? Look at me looking above my glasses like, listen, I love the small ones now. I said that like, listen, I'm not about to make nothing big. Listen, y'all gotta forgive me. My glasses are falling off. I'm all over the place, but we are having this live tonight, okay? But I love making the small baskets. Beautiful. That's cool. Thank you. So I made this one, and I don't think I made another one. My daughter had that one, and it's about the same size. And I want to say I made one for my mom before. But I love making the small baskets. It's like you can put them in the bathroom. But with recyclable yarn, I would think that that would be like amazing too. Y'all gonna have see. I'm getting so many ideas. I want to stop with them crocheting and crochet that. But I one day I do want to make like a big basket because I've seen like the really big ones and they're colorful. So out of scrap yarn, and then you can place it in your living room because I do now I have um two granny square throws on my chair, and sometimes the kids just sometimes leave it all over, and I think it would be cool to put like a nice colorful crochet basket in the living room, and we can keep the throws in there, especially when the weather is warming up. But hey, I have to just make the basket. But I don't know when I'm gonna get around to the big basket, okay? We're gonna do it though. One day, one day. Okay, so let's see. If you had a craft room, what would be the most important item in it? Ooh, if you had a craft room, what would be the most important item in it? Okay, so for me, I guess it would have to be the yarn, right? The yarn, because like that's I'm gonna have to create in the craft room. That's one of the most important items that would be in my craft room, I guess, would be the yarn. But honestly, I have so many other important items in my craft room. Even way before, I would say too, before I had an actual craft room, because let me tell you, if you're like me, you can turn anything into a space, okay? I used to have a corner in a room, small corner, small room. Listen, if you was to see me, matter of fact, I think some of my earlier videos, it was in a corner or on a wall, and you would think that I had like a big craft room. No, I had like a little space. So for me, I can turn a little space and make it into a home. I don't need a lot, y'all. That's just me. That's just me. But I absolutely love plants because I have 2 plants and I'm so proud of my plants. My plants' name are Love and Lovely. I have a snake plant and a money tree plant. Listen, the only 2 plants that I actually did not kill off. Okay? And I'm excited about that. Now, flowers, I'm working on that. Love and peace to you, Angie. Hi, Angie. Thank you. Same to you. So Unicorn says a comfy chair. A comfy chair is yes. Now I want another thing I would want too is the chair. They have like that plush chair, and then it's like a 1-seater, but it looks like it could be a 2-seater. I want a chair like that. Where it's gonna fit, I don't know, y'all. We're gonna squeeze it somewhere in there. But like I say, I can make space. I can make something out of nothing. But my plants and what are some other things outside of the yard? Comfy chair is good because you want to be comfortable. Which for me, believe it or not, I sit more sitting up. When if I'm leaning back and all of this, I can't really get too comfortable because I'll fall asleep. So I like my husband always asks me when we go places, and there he's like, "You don't want to sit down?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm staying. I'm okay." It's like, listen, if I get too comfortable, you're gonna lose me. I'm going to sleep. So Unicorn says, I miss the gliding chair my grandma had. Ooh, that sounds like I'm going to sleep. That sounds like I am going to, if I'm gliding and go, oh yeah, that's it for me. No crochet would get done. Kinsley says, for me, good light. Ooh, good light. Yes. And Kinsley, I don't know. Now, I'm gonna share this with y'all too because my family will be like, "Oh, yes." Listen, good light, but I love good natural light. I have a window in my room, and I make sure every morning I'm opening. That sun gotta come in. All of my blinds are open. I'm like, and everybody comes down and they're like, can we please close the blind? And I'm like, no. I love sunlight. I love like the brightness, I don't know what it is, but I am going to open a blind. My mama does not like it either. Because she came here and she's like, listen, you got to close some of these blinds. And I'm like, Mom, that just makes it feel good when we see all that good sunlight coming through. Like, we got to enjoy this. So, lighting is very, very important. Very important. But listen, that's why now I'm surprised. I'm like, I love the time change because we get more time with the sunlight. Here it is, almost 7 o'clock. Sun's still out. And listen, my windows are open. I'm able to have this live. Y'all see that beautiful sunlight coming in? Like, yes. Yes, sunshine for our brain. So Unicorn, yes. Like, and they, my kids always get me because I tell them in the back we have the sunrise, but it comes out in that morning times. We have more sunlight in the back, and then in the afternoon it sets in the front. So I tell them in the back they don't like sitting in the back, and I'm like, listen, that's the best time. Sit in that sun. Sit in the sun and enjoy it, because y'all, I will sit back there and have a good time. Kinsley said, I agree. I love the sunshine. It's good for your mood. Yes, it is. When you walk down and you see that beautiful sun peeking out, it's like you feel good. You just want to have a good day. You don't know what you want to do today, but you know it's going to be a good day. That's what the sun does to me. Wanda says brings good energy. Yes, I'm telling you, it really does. So every time everywhere I've been blessed that everywhere we lived before we actually moved to our home now, every apartment that we had or rental that we had the sunlight or the sunset. We could see the sunset. It was just ideal, and I loved it. I will open the blinds everywhere, so I don't take that for granted. I was like, listen, the kids and my husband would probably say, listen, close it up because we're sick and tired of it. But listen, they let me open it. They let me have it open through the day, so I'll take it, y'all. So listen, time, I can't believe time is going by. We have been online for like 50 minutes. I'm surprised. Okay, another question because y'all know I'll chat it up. Okay, so if your favorite hobby was a superpower, what would it be? Oh, I would love to. Okay, so if your favorite hobby Mine is crochet was a superpower, what would it be? Mm. How would I turn crochet into a superpower, y'all? You know what? Imagine that I could take my crochet hook, use it as a wand, and just crochet you a sweater. And immediately, boom, you got a sweater. You want some crochet pants? You got some crochet pants. I think after a while I get sick of it though. Because I want to actually crochet it myself. I would love the superpower, but I think I would want to crochet it myself. Just my 3 cents. Hey, hubby. My hubby is in the house, y'all. He says, good one. Yeah, listen, I will crochet you a hat. I think my husband would get sick and tired of it because he'll have a whole crochet uniform and be like, girl, what you doing? So I would definitely crochet like that one. My crochet hook will be superpower. Okay, so unicorn is saying super healing abilities because I feel crochet is therapeutic and healing. It really is. Listen. It really is. I think if more people understood all that we put into our crochet, or I can speak for myself, and I think a lot of y'all too. I really think so. You know, in every project, it's a part of us in every project. You have to really think about that, especially if you're a good person. You know, if you're a good person, you put in love in your pieces, like that goes out to that person. So even for me, that's why I always say I try to be so positive. And when I give my pieces, I'm excited to give it to them because it's a piece of me that's going to that person, and that can make their day, that can make them smile, make them feel good. Just my 3 cents says Spider Woman, but instead of a shooting a web, you'll be able to shoot. Look at that. See, there you go, husband. That's it. So Unicorn said, no more yarn tangles. That no more yarn tangles and no more sewing in those ends. Listen, go ahead. Oh, you want some crochet frames? You want me to go ahead and put some I think someone would take my hook there and be like, girl, if you don't sit down somewhere, turning everything into crochet. Oh, you want that? Okay. Crochet. But no, what I was saying though, I really think people underestimate sometimes all of the love that we put into crochet because there's a lot that goes into it. And that's why sometimes I remember when I had to mail some stuff off, they were like, well, what's the price of your, crochet? And I'm like, listen, it's priceless. It's priceless. If this get lost, we can't, it's not going to go in the store and buy another one, but I think some people take for granted all of that, all of that. It is so like we put our heart into these pieces, and I know I do. So I don't take for granted when I see other people crochet, when I see the beautiful things that they make. And that's why I'm like, listen, y'all should pat yourself on the back because I know what it takes to make a piece. I know the love that we put in it, the time that we take away from other things because we just got to get this project completed. You know what I'm saying? So I don't take none of that for granted. So before we get up out of here, let's do another one. Y'all, I did good tonight. I think I did good tonight. I want to say I did good tonight, okay? Because look right here. This is 1, 2, 3. Oh, if I finish this one, I'll complete 3 squares. Look at me saying 4. 3 squares. So we're going to complete this one tonight. Listen, we are going to complete this one because we are going to do our 3 granny squares on this live tonight. And then guess what? I'll just need one more, and then I'm going to connect it and make a beanie out of the squares. I think it's going to turn out cute. But let's pick another question, okay? Is that bright stripe yarn? Yes, this is. Yep. Bright stripe, you got it. So unicornish, it is bright stripe yarn. Yes, it is. And you know what? This is my first time using this bright stripe because I had to complete a hat. I think the hat that I have in the video, the let me get it together. I have it in the short that I did yesterday. I posted it yesterday, and I mixed this right here, the bright stripe, with some brown, and I made a hat. That hat in that video, Those are the two colors that's mixed. It turned out really good. Everyone loved it. I was kind of like, no, this hat, I didn't too care for it. I was like, eh. But when I said everybody else was like, no, we're going to use this hat, I'm like, hey, okay. Then I began to see it like, you know what? That's not half bad. Yo, sometimes for crochet, we are our worst critics. But our last question for tonight says, what is the weirdest thing you've seen for sale at a craft show? What is the weirdest thing you've seen for sale at a craft show? So I would say, what is the weirdest crochet item that you've seen for sale at a craft show? And I haven't been to many craft shows. I don't know. I know something came to my mind, but I'm like, I don't want to say that. Something came to my mind that, the people do. I'm gonna say this one. This is a little less. So y'all can kind of understand. But you have like the bubble butts crochet. Now I guess that would be one of the ones that's like, oh my goodness. Which I think is so funny because I know now there's a lady, she's awesome. I'm going to say she is amazing. Her name, if I get it right, I think I'm going to get it right. Her name is Tab. I think it's Tab Loach, Loach, I think. And she has a website and she specializes in patterns that all have bubble butts. Like, I'm like, that is awesome. Okay. Like, she found her niche and she just went with it. But I would say the bubble butts or the actual have y'all seen the pattern that's an actual butt? I don't know, like they crochet and it's like a big butt pillow type. I guess that would be some of the weirdest ones that I've seen in a market. And look at me talking about butts on thing. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. It sounds so inappropriate. I am so sorry. Okay, so I got this one done. I wanted to get that done, y'all. Okay, so for this live tonight, y'all, I'm gonna clap myself up. I gotta give myself a hand of applause. And y'all, listen. Oh my, there's not really markets here. Oh yeah. Listen, so unicornish. I'm like, okay, it's a niche for somebody. But yeah, we have some markets here, but not a lot. Like I've seen some people that have a lot of markets where they live. I was just like, here and there. But it's still cute, still cute. We have like our farmers market and different things like that, but I don't think a lot of crochet is there, but I'm not 100% sure either. But clap it up. We did 3 squares. We have this one. Oh, I'm losing one. Wait a minute. Okay, so we have this one, which I was surprised at this one, but it's going to turn out cute. This one and this one. So we have these 3 squares. And like I tell y'all, we are going to put them together so that we can make another one of these Granny Squares hat, but I'm not going to put the ruffles. I love that pink. Yeah, the pink is so cute. So cute. All of the colors, I was very surprised with the bright stripe because, like I said, it was my first time, but I was very surprised at that yarn. I really like that. And I'm going to make another one of these, but without the ruffles. We're going to just do it as a beanie. So I have 2 more squares to make, then connecting it is the easy part and making it as a beanie will be the easy part too. But remember y'all, after this live, I think I have it set for like 7:15. The tutorial for this hat will be out. I have it for like 7:15 and I'm talking y'all through it and I do show it, but it's not, I wouldn't call it beginner friendly because it doesn't show like that step by step. At least to me, I think it's beginner friendly, but I made sure to be mindful when not to put beginner friendly because I know some people need a little more to say that it's beginner friendly. Okay, but if you have any questions for the tutorial or about it, just put it in the comments of the tutorial. I'll do my best to answer the questions, or if you need a little more instructions on something, y'all listen, I'll do my best to get the instructions out because I want y'all to make some beautiful hats. I want y'all to make some beautiful things. So I'm not the person that, feel bad when someone asks like, hey, can you give me this or do this more? Listen, I will help. I'm here to help whenever I can help. Okay. So I hope y'all really enjoyed this live. I enjoyed the live tonight. I really did. Parrot stripe is nice too. Oh, let me put that here. I haven't tried a lot of the red heart super saver stripe yarn. I guess because I was doing a lot of what is it? Michael's value. But I'm writing parrot stripe red heart. I am going to now. I remember before I did had a couple of red heart yarn that I would use a lot of. But then I got out of it because I found that red heart was a little more. It's just like $1 or so more. But for me, I'm like, hey, let me go and get the Michaels for $3.99 versus $4.99 for red heart. But that's just me. But I'm gonna try the parrot stripe. I'm gonna try it. There's some more yarns that I really want to try too, and eventually I would. You have a great night. Thanks so much. Thank you so much for joining the live Soul Unicornish. I had a little rough start, but I'm here, y'all. I am here. I really, really enjoyed the live. I really enjoyed talking to y'all. If you can, check out the tutorial at 7:15 tonight when it drops. I will absolutely love that. Give it a thumbs up. I hope y'all have a beautiful night. Smile, love yourself, high five yourself. You did it. You're here. You're amazing. And someone cares. And if no one tell you, I care. Okay? I care. So I hope y'all have the most beautiful, amazing day, rest of your night, rest of your week. And always remember that I am your one and your only Lady of Crochet, LadySamoan. And I will see you next time. Y'all have a very good night.